We got to talk about some good news with the Giants too. We talk so much bad news because obviously, let's be honest, guys, our record's not the greatest. Our team hasn't played the greatest, but it hasn't been all bad. And this rookie class has been really one of the strengths of this team, really. And we talked about going into this where Joe Schoen really hasn't been that good of a drafter, and he hasn't prior to this year. But this is a draft class, and you can look at it and go, there's some potential here, guys. There is some potential. It all starts, obviously, Malik Nabers, who is already, you can say point blank, one of the best receivers in the league. He's already gotten himself there. You got Tyler Nubin, who's an up and coming guy. Drew Phillips is doing very good. Even Darius Musa is doing good there. I mean, you got some guys there. Theo Johnson, at least seeing some playing time. Hopefully, he develops. We'll see there. But you got some guys here that are doing some things. It's not like, remember, was a couple of years ago that literally like almost every single rookie got hurt.
Just about. Was it 2 years ago? Or was it last year?
I want to say it was like 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and every single one but Micah McFadden got hurt. Like he was the only guy to be on the team, basically, still from there. So yeah, it could be a lot worse, guys. And it's a building block year, potentially, based on what's going on. So we got 2 Giants, though, that made the first quarter all-rookie team, which was made by Dan Brugler from The Athletic. So let's give you the rundown of what he said to these guys. Because, again, it's so rare that we hear good things about Giants. We got to share the good news when we get it. So Malik Nabers, they said, even with inconsistent quarterback play, had the little slap apparently. Nabers enters the league, leads the league entire NFL in targets, 52, and receptions, 35, and he's second in receiving yards, 386, and receiving touchdowns, 3. My favorite part of Nabers' game at LSU was his ability to create explosive plays. He led the FBS with 34 catches of 20-plus yards in 2023. And through the first month of the NFL season, he is tied for the league lead with 7 catches of 20-plus yards. So far, Nabers has looked like the superstar as college film suggested he would be, with gliding athleticism allowing him to separate early or late in the route, and he does an outstanding job adjusting and framing the football. Add in his ability to create after the catch, and Nabers has the skill set to be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Now, I should say, and he kind of alluded to this as well in the very beginning, that first part of that, this is like, this is like looking at a guy who's basically been doing a lot of yak yards to get where he's got to get to. He hasn't had a lot of deep catches, really, guys. We still haven't seen that part of it. Like, there's so much room for growth. It's not even funny, guys. Absolutely not funny. But we also got to see him get protected at that point, too. We can't overuse him. Can't put him in situations he's going to get hit so he gets more concussions, because we don't want that to happen, obviously, both for his health and for the team's health. So, I see, John asking, has Neighbor recovered from concussion yet?
He didn't practice today.
Yeah. Debs says, hope Neighbors is back soon. Yeah, guys, we need him back. Without him, we are in trouble. That's for sure. But we'll get into the injury report here later on here, or if you're watching in the video segments later on, it's a different video, but the injury report. Tyler Nubin, though, was the second guy added onto that list. I was kind of shocked by that, guys, to be honest. I thought it'd be Drew Phillips. When I first saw the article, I'm like, Drew Phillips got to be the second guy, because he's just played so well coming down and hitting the run, stuff like that. But no, Tyler Nubin. They said about him, when working downhill and playing the alleys, Nubin has been outstanding. His toughness and reliability as a tackler stand out on tape and on the stat sheet. Through 4 games, Nubin is tied for the rookie lead in tackles, 22, and has been tagged with only 1 missed tackle. At Minnesota, Nubin set a school record with 13 career interceptions, but that on-ball production has been missing thus far in the NFL. He has been too conservative in coverage, which must change as he adjusts to the speed of the pro game. So, yeah, interesting, because it's kind of like, again, a little slap in the face. Can't just say he's playing good, got to add things, but
yeah.
We talked about it ourselves, though. Again, that big play, the CeeDee Lamb play at that point that we killed Banks for, he was supposed to get help from Nubin, and Nubin took the wrong angle. But there's a learning curve, guys. Like, we talk about the learning curve always with corners, because corners is like such a 50-50 proposition when you get them in the first round. It really is. But you look at the safety position. Why is the safety not considered a learning curve? They're covering just same as a corner is, and they're doing a run, and they're hitting center field. It's like you could make the case that safety is almost like the tight end of the defense. Like they're involved with almost every aspect. They even come to the line and go after the quarterback sometimes. Jason Pinnock comes to mind. He's pretty good at it. So I don't understand why that stigma isn't there. But like I said, I think he's got a good start to there. But like I said, I really thought Drew Phillips was going to be the guy they put the second one. But he did make honorable mentions. So Drew Phillips and Darius Musow, the rookie linebacker, both made honorable mention guys. So interesting though to see an article on best rookies so far this year and 4 Giants. That's good.
It's taken us like 4 or 5 years to get like 2.
But I mean, again, they can't all be wins. We want every draft pick to be a hit, obviously, but they can't. So if you got 4 guys already that are looking at being, contributors on this team, that's pretty good. I hate to say it, this isn't me setting the bar low. This is saying legit, like, Shane, we've given you a lot of crap for your drafting, and rightfully so. It looks like you did a good job this time. So glad to hear that, that's for sure, because you got to build the draft. So
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.